After about my sophomore year of college, I was undecided on what to major in, and I had always had a desire to be part of the United States military, and I chose the Air Force. And I just left school after my sophomore year and joined, and I continued to take classes, and I thought the GI Bill was a motivating factor for me, and travel. And I was very, very happy with the decision I made when I was 20 years old. I spent the first 2 years in the United States training in Texas, Arizona, Eastern Washington and Spokane, and then the second 2 years I spent in Germany, in southern Germany. I could not have chosen a better place. I just chose Europe, and we had a lot of bases in Germany in 1990, and that's where I ended up. It was wonderful. I had the opportunity to go to Austria, Switzerland, Spain, France, England on short weekends. It was incredible to experience other cultures. I feel that from age 20 to 24, spending those 4 years in the Air Force, I learned to be self-reliant, independent, take care of my own finances, and live at a moment's notice, just a few months in one place, and to continually move. So I learned to adapt, and I learned to make friends with your coworkers, become your family, and to be proud and to be part of a team. It really gave me a great start in those early years in my 20s to lead a happy life. I'm happy that I served.
It was the 2001 9/11 attacks. I remember I was in fifth grade, and we all got, the teacher called us to tell us what was going on. We got sent home early. My dad was a Vietnam vet, and it just struck a part of me to join the military. So I joined the Army at 17. Boot camp is definitely a mental test. There are physical portions as well, of course, but it's mainly mental. The drill sergeants will try to break you down, in the Army at least. It was 12 weeks long for me, and all I did was run. I'm most honored to receive the Army Commendation Medal for giving life-saving techniques, or CPR, to a local while in Afghanistan. He was driving a vehicle, and I noticed he was passed out at the wheel. So I just pulled him. I stopped the vehicle, pulled him out of the vehicle, and gave him CPR. I think my favorite person I ever met was he was a Singaporean Army. He was in the Singaporean Army, and he was a master sergeant, same rank as E8 in our Army, but he didn't know English at all. And then towards the end of our tour, he could speak to me in English, and I knew some Singapore language. But we became best friends, and we're still friends to this day.
It was my sophomore year in high school whenever the attacks on the Twin Towers happened, and the country kind of came together behind that. Firefighters and troops and police officers were all doing what they needed to do to keep the country safe, and it was a big sense of patriotism during that time frame. So whenever the recruiter came to my school, I didn't really have a plan for the future. I didn't plan on going to college or anything, so I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. But I did still have kind of that patriotic feeling from 9/11, and we were still doing the Operation Iraqi Freedom and everything. So I thought, why not join the military, get away from town, kind of learn a trade, get college paid for. So that's what I did. And a year later, I was Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. I spent most of my time served at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. Spent about 10 years there, 6 years active and 4 years full-time guard. And lived in a little town called Warrensburg, just outside of Whiteman. Have a lot of fond memories of that place. Me and my friends used to hang out at the pool hall there. and kind of go to the clubs and did a little motocross riding around town there. It's a lot of fun. Oh man, I met so many great people when I was in the military. My best friend Sean, who actually lives here at Wichita, he got me my job at Spirit. We met and were roommates for about 2 years before he PCS'd out of there and came back here to Wichita. My best friend Adam, who lives in North Carolina right now, he's still in the military actually. He's coming up on his 20th year. Met a lot of people who I still talk to this day on Facebook. Some of them I still go visit. But we actually, me and Sean, my friend who's in the Air Force, we went to North Carolina just last month actually to go see our other friend Adam, who was in the military with us at Whiteman, and we went to a concert together. So just met a lot of great people, made a lot of great friends, a lot of great memories.